Welcome to this YouTube channel. I'm amazed. Whilst every one of us is trying to figure out the market's direction, there's a guy in South Africa who doesn't care about all that. All he does is wait for major news release, place trades, make a lot of money, thousands and thousands in a short space of time, regardless of the market's direction. Now, I want to show you his trading principle, but before that, bear this in mind. What works for me might not work for you. What works for you might not work for me. What works for him might not work for us. It is how Forex is. And having said that, if you have a strategy that you are already trading and it's giving you positive results, it's wise to keep your strategy and you improve yourself in it, because it's somewhat a waste of time jumping from one strategy to another. But if you still do not have a strategy, you might want to try this out, okay? And if you have a strategy, there's still no harm in looking at what others are doing to gain money in Forex. So without any waste of time, let's get to it. The first thing that I must say he did is this. He spent enough time figuring out the type of news events that do not spike in both directions. Those are news like CAD news. The only news that are bound to misbehave is news like NFP. You wouldn't want to trade that with such a strategy. The only thing that you'd want to make sure is that you only trade high impact news represented by 3 bulls in the trading app or the investing.com app. The next thing you do is this. You open 2 trading accounts, preferably from different brokers. I know that you might do it on a single broker whereby you open a standard account on MT4 and another standard account on MT5, and then you link your accounts to the different trading apps and then you trade it in that way. But the best way to do it is to find 2 brokers, ECN brokers with low spreads or 0 spreads, and you open the accounts with high leverage, preferably a 1 to 500 and above. And then once you have opened those accounts, you link them to your trading apps, MT4. I would recommend that you do this on 2 different phones. After doing this, you fund your accounts with the same amount. Let's say you fund each account with $50. Anything that you can afford to start with. After funding your accounts, you are ready to go now. You are ready to fly. Let's say there's going to be CAD news release. 2 minutes before the news release, you pick any pair that concerns CAD, like CAD JPY. On the same pair, on one account, you place a buy. On another account, you place a sell. You don't put a stop loss. You use a relatively huge lot size. For example, for a $50 account, you can use a lot size of 0.5, 0.6, 0.4, whichever is going to work for you. Just make sure it's a relatively huge lot size. Once you have placed the trades, just wait and see what's going to happen when the news come. And the news release, 2 things are going to happen. One trade is going to spike in the opposite direction and that account is going to blow. But the other account is going to spike in your direction and you are going to gain over 100 pips. And that will make you to increase your account balance by even more than 5 times or 6 times your initial deposit. Once that trade is in profit, you can quickly close that trade, or you can quickly take partial profits and then lock profits. But the best thing to do is to just close everything and be good to go. That very simple strategy, somebody has been using it to make millions and millions and millions. So if you think you can do this, I wish you the best. Until then, if you are not a member of this channel, do subscribe, because I'm going to be bringing you more of such content day after day. Much love.